Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Estime. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll go again with Estime, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 1st down, here's Estime. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Fields. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Richardson looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Richardson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. John Franklin Myers coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The handoff to Ford up the middle. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown. Indianapolis. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flush to his right. A little juke. A strong running. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Back to throw here. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the road.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Running right, here's Estime. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Mims in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd down and 6. Now it's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Colts are able to move back in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Estime once more. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Estime. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Out of the gun, Fields. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mims in motion left. On the give, it's Estime. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run. Into a play action and throw one deep.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Probably the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the shotgun, Richardson. That's caught at the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Richardson working from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll hand it to Estime. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down and bring up 3rd and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have cut the lead back down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
You call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Fields. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. Estime. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, able to avoid him. He did it again. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Fields now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
To throw is Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Here it is, 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From his own end zone, it's Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be knocked. Hard at the end of that one. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He may go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, 71 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Richardson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Richardson. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ah, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. This is 4. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC championship game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.